When you hear the word predator, what comes to your mind? Perhaps a lion, or a grizzly bear, or maybe even a crocodile. After all, these apex beasts are known for their brute strength, sharp teeth, and ferocious nature. However, when it comes to pure aggression and toughness, there's one animal that defies all expectations. Meet the Wolverine, the most ferocious predator on Earth. And today, we're going to uncover the secrets of this demonic yet fascinating beast. Hello, all you wild adventurers out there, and welcome back to Wildest Beasts. So, before we start our journey, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our wild adventures. Alright, now let's dive into the world of Wolverines. The Wolverine, scientifically called Gulo, is the largest terrestrial member of the Mastilidae or weasel family, which also includes otters, ferrets, honey badgers, and minks. But unlike its cousins, the Wolverine is not one to mess with. There are two subspecies of this vicious creature, the American Wolverine and the Eurasian Wolverine. Some scientists debate for 3 subspecies in Eurasia and even 4 in North America, but current research rejects such theories. No matter how many subspecies there may be, one thing is for sure: the animal is a beast. The Wolverine has many names, and each one perfectly describes its nature. Some call it the Demon of the North, while others call it the Skunk Bear, for its ability to release a strong odor similar to skunks. But the most fitting name for this creature is Damn Bear, because it's like a smaller version of a bear, only with more ferocity and attitude. When you first see a Wolverine, you might think it looks like a cross between a dog, a badger, and a bear. They have short legs, a stout body, and a long bushy tail at the end that gives them a teddy bear-like appearance. But don't let their small head and rounded ears fool you. These guys have a large set of razor-sharp teeth that can cut through anything. Their paws look too big for their bodies, and they have sharp claws at the end, just like a bear. And just like humans and bears, Wolverines walk on the soles of their feet in a posture called semi-plantigrade. They can reach lengths of up to 3.5 feet and weigh anywhere between 20 to 42 pounds, which is not that big for a ferocious animal. The male Wolverine is usually 10 to 15% larger than the female, but both are equally deadly. The Soviet literature even references male Wolverines exceeding 70 pounds, which is much larger than the average adult. Unlike their cousin, the honey badger, who prefers to live in warmer climates, the Wolverine thrives in the cold regions of Europe, Asia, and North America. Nature has equipped these creatures with every survival tool they need to thrive in harsh conditions. They have a long, thick, brownish-black fur coat that repels water and keeps them warm in severe frost. Their massive paws help them move quickly through the snow, and they can even climb trees with ease. If we speak about how fast these little killing machines can run, let's just say that Usain Bolt, the fastest man on Earth, wouldn't stand a chance. While Bolt's top speed is 27.5 miles per hour, the Wolverine can reach up to 30 miles an hour. So if you ever find yourself in a life or death situation with a Wolverine chasing you, make peace with your maker, because running won't save you. So what do these ferocious little creatures eat? Well, pretty much everything and anything they can find and kill. Wolverines are primarily scavengers and will feed on dead animals, especially during the winter months when food is scarce. But it's not just leftovers that satisfy these beasts. They are also skilled hunters. Their prey mainly consists of small to medium-sized mammals like porcupines, squirrels, chipmunks, moles, rabbits, beavers, and many others. The Wolverine even occasionally preys on other predators like foxes, lynx, coyotes, and even wolf pups. They are not picky eaters and will also go after birds, their eggs, insects, roots, seeds, and berries. But the thing that makes Wolverines much tougher and more vicious is their attitude. These bone-crushing beasts always seem ready for a fight. Even scientists are confused by their mysterious and unpredictable nature. Despite their small size, they've been known to take on animals much larger than themselves, like deer, moose, mountain goats, and even bison. Wolverines have a very high metabolism, and they need a lot of food to sustain their energy. While a wolf might chill for a few days after a full meal, the Wolverine will start preying hours after a meal. If they don't find any food, they steal from other predators. This is because they live in scarce tundras and taigas, and food is not easy to come by. In fact, a hungry Wolverine might travel as many as 40 miles a day in search of food. As a result, if the hunt proves to be fruitless, the Wolverine stores it and saves it for later. Because they live in subarctic climates, the food doesn't spoil and can remain edible for a long time. Now, to eat this frozen meat and bone, Wolverines need some pretty strong jaws. Their bite force is not as strong as a wolf's, but their molar teeth are uniquely adapted to handle the tough stuff. These teeth are positioned at 90-degree angles, which allows them to apply an impressive bite force of around 50 psi. While this might not seem like much compared to other carnivores, it's pretty impressive for an animal of its size. It enables the Wolverine to crush bones, frozen flesh, and even tough hides. These little demons of destruction also have amazing smelling abilities. Their sense of smell is so acute that they can detect any prey at a depth of 20 feet under the snow. They can even sniff out hibernating animals and dig them out for a meal. And if any other animals dare to come near their food, they won't think twice before using their sharp claws and strong teeth to protect it. So, is the Wolverine that ferocious? Well, as we've said, they're known to feed on large animals like bison, which have an average weight of 3,500 pounds. That's 60 times heavier than the Wolverine. There are even myths of Wolverines successfully taking down adult wolves, but no confirmed reports. But it doesn't mean these little beasts are afraid of wolves. In fact, scientists have found that Wolverines prefer areas inhabited by wolves over those where they are absent. So, while you shouldn't believe random stories about Wolverines taking down bears or wolves, you should also never underestimate their ferocity. These, ounce for ounce, toughest and most vicious creatures prefer to live alone. Unlike wolves that form packs of 2 to 10 individuals, Wolverines are independent beasts with a lone wolf personality. They only come together during the mating season, which starts in May and lasts until August. And let's just say things get wild and crazy during this time. The males, being the chads that they are, reproduce with several females, while some unlucky males are left on the sidelines without a partner. It's a classic case of survival of the fittest in the Wolverine world. After the mating process, the female Wolverine can delay the implantation of her eggs until an unpredictable moment during late winter or early spring. Once the gestation period of 30 to 50 days is over, the female gives birth to up to 3 blind and deaf kits, each weighing about a pound. Now, during this time, the father has no role to play in raising the kits. It's all up to the mama Wolverine to single-handedly raise her ferocious little babies. By the age of 3 months, these kits are already weaned and capable of seeing, hearing, and consuming solid food. By the time they reach 9 months old, they're ready to venture out and establish their own territory. And the fun fact? They need a lot of space to roam. Wolverines are highly territorial animals, and their home ranges can reach up to a whopping 1,250 square miles. This is why these beasts are not commonly spotted in the wild, and it's even rarer to witness them interacting with humans. In fact, Wolverines tend to avoid areas where humans live. It's not because they're scared of humans, but rather they simply do not tolerate competition. In the wild, Wolverines are the top predators and have very few natural enemies. American black bears, wolves, golden eagles, and cougars are the only known predators that can take down a Wolverine. And even then, it's usually the young or inexperienced Wolverines that fall prey to these larger animals. The average lifespan of a Wolverine in the wild is about 10 years, but in captivity, they can live up to 17 years. Due to their natural caution, these beasts are skilled at avoiding unnecessary conflicts. However, their main enemy is hunger. And unfortunately, young kits often fall victim to this foe. At the moment, an exact population estimate for Wolverines is not available. However, According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, Red List, they are classified as a species of least concern, which means their population is still large and stable. However, the report also states that the Wolverine population is decreasing at an alarming rate. One of the main reasons for this decline is habitat loss. Humans, in their never-ending quest for development, have destroyed large areas of the Wolverine's natural habitat for mining, logging, and other activities. This has left these ferocious beasts with fewer places to roam and hunt freely. But humans aren't satisfied with just destroying their habitat. They also view Wolverines as a threat to their livestock and property, leading to them being trapped and killed. Plus, let's not forget the fashion industry, which sees these animals as nothing more than a source of fur for their fancy parkas and coats. While humans have done their best to wreak havoc on the Wolverine population, climate change adds another layer of threat to these creatures. As the planet warms up, the main food sources for Wolverines, such as small mammals and carrion, are decreasing in abundance. In addition, the melting snow and ice in the Arctic, which act as cover for these beasts, make them more vulnerable to being hunted by their natural predators like wolves and bears. Aside from habitat loss and climate change, Wolverines also face the threat of diseases like canine distemper. This virus causes symptoms such as vomiting, seizures, and diarrhea, and in some cases can be fatal for these animals. Despite all these threats to their survival, there are efforts being made to conserve these fierce little creatures and protect their habitats. The Wolverine is under the protection of the Berne Convention and the Habitats Directive, and various projects that have been implemented to ensure their conservation. However, it is up to all of us to do our part in preserving the Wolverine population and their habitat for future generations to come. So, tell us, what do you think about this savage, audacious, and aggressive creature? Should we admire its resilience and perseverance, or fear its tenacity? Well, do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We hope this video has given you a better understanding of the Wolverine and its way of life. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our upcoming wild adventures. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wild side of life.